it's Wednesday, and this is Tanya Juge with Tonic Tips. Hello again. This is Wednesday in September, and my name is Tanya Juge with Tonic Physical Therapy, coming to you live on Instagram and on Facebook. Thanks for joining me. We've been on for 2 weeks now, and last week we spoke about muscle balance, and the week before we spoke about fascia. So please check out those videos. We've posted them if you want to learn a little bit more about muscle balance and fascia in your program. Today we're going to learn about trunk mobility and why it's important and why it helps us out. Now, take a look here at my skeleton, and you'll notice he's bending over to touch his toes. Now, a lot of my clients come to me, patients come to me, and they think if they can touch their toes, they have good mobility. Or if they can't touch their toes, that's the sign that lets them know that they need to work on the mobility in their body. Now, this is true to a certain extent. It's true to a certain extent, but let's take a closer look. And this is something that I want you to just observe when you're doing your exercises. You may do a cat camel in quadruped. You may bend over to touch your toes or reach over your head. And I think it's valuable if you take a moment to notice where the movement comes from. So when you do your cat camel on hands and knees, or you bend over, I want you to notice if you've got a nice even flexion that's happening throughout the entire spine, from your neck all the way through your pelvis. Or if you're extending, I want you to notice if you're having a nice even segmental extension throughout the entire chain. Okay, these are really important aspects of mobility that most people and even some therapists don't seem to address. If you see something like this happening when you bend over to touch your toes, this is your head, this is your pelvis, that's going to tell you that maybe you're getting a little too much mobility here and not enough here. And you might notice that you have some discomfort here in other positions even, or some stiffness or an inability to do certain activities that you would like to do. Now, if anything causes discomfort or gives you any pain, please don't push, don't do anything. You need to see a professional who's going to assess you specifically and tell you what you can and cannot do. There are certain diagnoses that may be worsened by flexing too much or extending too much at certain levels. But the point I'm making is that it's important to check out the mobility of your spine. Immediately, if your arm gets stuck like this, you know something's wrong and you think, oh, I need to go see someone because I can't do this. I can't stretch out my arm. So I want you to just look at your spine when you move and when you do the exercises that you're currently performing, and just notice if sections of it move well or don't move well. And especially if you have discomfort, maybe have a professional take a look at you. And this is one of the really important things that makes a big difference in your mobility, your strength, and even your agility as you age. It helps you keep muscle balance that we talked about, and it also relates even to the fascial mobility indirectly that we spoke about a couple weeks ago. So check out your body, be an advocate for yourself. When you go see a health practitioner, I want you to go with some basic knowledge and some understanding of your own body. Okay? Alignment, as a side note, alignment and the way you hold yourself and the way you move and the way you bend actually does affect your core and your strength and your ability to touch the floor or reach over your head or play tennis, and it can actually make you more effective and better at your sports activities as well. This is not just for low-level deconditioned people. This works for really, really conditioned people as well, and it's a necessary place to check out any discrepancies or anything that needs a little attention. heal the body, help the body heal, and it will do great things for you at any age. Thank you very much. I'll see you next week on Wednesday for Tonic Tips in September. Please join me on Instagram and on Facebook Live, and leave your comments below so that I can address any concerns that you may have. Thanks a lot. Have a good day.